Good morning, guys. So this is our last full day in the Sedona area of Arizona. So we're taking in a few of the sites.
So one of them that we wanted to see was here at Montezuma Castle. So we can't wait to bring you along, and we'll see what we can find. So we're here, you see behind me, Montezuma Castle. And this is a pretty cool little national monument. It's a small one, so it probably only takes maybe 30-45 minutes to go through the short trail, but it's really interesting. Some of the facts about it. It looks massive. It really looks huge behind us, but they said that the ceilings are only 5 foot tall, and that, you know, if you look at the plastering on the outside, that was mostly done by the women and children, and supposedly, I mean, it showed pictures. You can't go up there, but it showed that that there's handprints that are still visible from whenever the ancient people were plastering the outside of the walls and things. It has, you'll see below in the cracks, there are also other rooms, and then on around, and there's other little alcoves around, dug into the rock, that they used as well. This one is just the best preserved. And you know, the beams that you see some beams sticking out up there. The beams are made from the local trees here, which are Arizona sycamore, and it said that, you know, once they're seasoned, they can last upwards of 700 years or more, and that, you know, many of the beams that are still there are the ones that are, you know, the ones that were originally put in there by the people that built this. It's right beside a creek, and the thought is that that this was a lookout, so that in the fields around the stream, that they could, you know, grow their crops, and that they could see it and be protected as they lived their lives. Apparently, though, there was a lot of looting of this site back in the early 1900s, and so, you know, they don't have a lot of history. There's not a lot of artifacts. A lot of it was looted, and so what few artifacts they found have kind of given a little bit of a clue as to what the people here did, but some of it's still a mystery. About 5 to 10 minutes from Montezuma Castle is Montezuma Well. This well has all the surprise of a lake and lush vegetation in the middle of a desert. It's a limestone sinkhole that formed long ago and is still fed continuously by a flowing spring.
So
there's one over there.
So what were you saying about the
So
water
yeah,
producing?
so because there's like a million gallons of water coming up from the spring into this sinkhole, and right, my question was, well, okay, why didn't it fill up? Well, I guess below where we're standing right now, there's a crack in the rock in a cave, it's an outflow, so that it stays at pretty much the same level. It has as much going out as it does coming in, and so it flows through underneath us, through the crack in the rock, and out to the nearby stream. So as the water enters the well through the spring in the bottom, it flows out here. And there's a crack in the rock that causes it to flow right in through there, through an underground passage. About 5 minutes away from our camp at Dead Horse Ranch State Park is the Tuzigoot National Monument. This national monument is a restoration of a native village that was built sometime between the year 1000 and 1400. Even though this is a recreation, or a restoration, excuse me, even though this is a restoration, this is really pretty cool. You can see how they did the ceilings and the beams and the rock and everything. It's the first time I've seen one restored like this, and this is pretty cool.
If you're coming to visit Montezuma's Castle or Tuzigoot National Monument, you will want to continue on just a little ways. There's a little town called Jerome that you want to come see. It is high on top of the mountainside. And then continue on Mingus Mountain Scenic Route. And it gives you spectacular views of the town of Sedona. You can see that far in the distance. It is kind of a scary drive because you're on the edge. Thank God there's guardrails on the side because it is a scary drive. I don't usually get scared on those, but my palms are sweaty. We're down now, I can talk about it. It was a little scary. But if you like those kind of exhilarating drives, you'll love this.
You know, so we've been staying the past couple of nights at Dead Horse Ranch State Park here in Arizona. It's right outside the town of Cottonwood, and it's about 20 miles away from Sedona, and it's been kind of our home base, right? We've used it for to come back and camp. It's out of the way, it's quiet. That's one of the things that we do like, and but we've used it to take some of our side trips to Sedona, some of the national parks and national monuments and that kind of thing around here, to go up to Jerome today and drive up the mountains. But we haven't really explored the park itself.
So we have loads of stickers to add. Our Tuzigoot, Montezuma's Castle, our Sedona Bell Rock where we got to drone, Dead Horse Ranch where we're staying right now. So we're going to put all of these on.
And then one that has kind of all of them on it.
Yep.